Hello, my darlings, and welcome back to Canadian Bacon. I'm your host, Joanna. Today we are going to be slicing an avocado. Just kidding, but if you want it, I can totally do it. Just let me know. I am actually going to be preparing some chia seed pudding today. It's a wonderful food prep option. It's something you can reach for to fill you up and kind of address that sweet tooth you have without going crazy on calories or carbs. So it's a good thing. So you are going to need, obviously, chia seeds. I got these at Costco. They have an excellent price, and it's a giant bag. It's going to last me for a little while, so that's a good thing too. And then you're going to need some kind of a milk. I go with a non-dairy milk because can't handle the dairy. You can always use almond milk, but I find that that is the least creamy of the options. So I have a few milks here. I've got a hazelnut milk. Never tried that. I'm really excited. Milkademia, which is a macadamia milk. And the one I'm going to use today is cashew milk. These are all unsweetened. I think you can buy a vanilla unsweetened. I'm not sure about the ingredients in there. You'll have to check that out for what your goals are and what you're eating. You are also going to need some form of a sweetener. I usually use this sweet leaf. I think it's great and it doesn't leave a nasty aftertaste. But I've been watching a lot of Thomas DeLauer lately. A little shout out if you want to check out his channel. And he was talking about Lakanto's monk fruit sweetener. So I'm going to be trying that one. I'm going to be actually making two recipes today so I can try a different flavor profile. And I'm going to try one of the two sweeteners in each one. You can use xanthan gum to thicken it up because I like my chia seed pudding super thick. But I'm not going to use that today because I haven't really researched much about it and I don't really know if it's good for you or not. So next you're going to need some kind of a flavoring. I always use vanilla and I'll be using that today for one of my chia seed puddings. And I also saw somewhere the other day that they were talking about a pumpkin pie chia seed pudding. So I'm curious to try that out. Normally I would have the pumpkin pie seasoning from Trader Joe's on hand. I apparently don't, but I prefer the individual ingredients anyway, so we're going to see how that goes. All right, I think we are ready. So we're going to get started. There we go. All right, I hope that's good for you. So with the chia seed pudding, I like to start with the liquid, throw the milk in there, add the powders, the sweetener, and the flavorings, and kind of stir that up a bit. Because when you add the chia seeds, it's going to thicken up pretty quick, and that might not get distributed perfectly. And also, if you were to add the chia seeds first, they could easily start sticking to the bottom, and that would just create a catastrophe. So again, with the cashew milk, now the ratio is generally 1 tablespoon of chia seeds to a quarter cup of the milk of your choice. But because I like it thick, I actually double that amount. So I'm going to be using 8 tablespoons of chia seeds for 1 cup of milk. I generally just throw things together without measuring, but when it comes to these kind of ratios, you kind of want to have some control over what's going on. So here's the milk going in. Now I'm going to add vanilla, splash of vanilla. Woo! That's a lot of vanilla, but that's okay. That's how I like it. And because I've tried the vanilla before, I'm going to try it with the monk fruit sweetener so that I can get a good sense of what it actually tastes like on the familiar recipe. So let's add, I don't know, teaspoon. Hopefully that's enough. Then we're going to take our little whiskey, a little miniature whisk here. Just kind of distribute that. And then we can add the chia seeds. I put mine in a bowl here so it's nice and convenient. You don't have to sit through me struggling to scoop out of the bag. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we're going to whisk that up a bit more, make sure it all gets covered with the cashew milk. And then we're actually going to let it sit while we're doing the next one, because since it does start to almost immediately start thicken up, you're going to want to whisk it one more time. Whisk it good before you put it in the fridge. So the next one, let's do another 1 cup cashew milk. You could also use oat milk or coconut milk. The coconut milk, unless you get the liquid kind like this, if you get the kind of creamier stuff in a can, it can form globules, if you will, of coconut milk within your recipe, but maybe that's not a bad thing. Maybe that's what you want. So the basic ingredients for pumpkin pie seasoning are cinnamon, cloves, nutmeg, and ginger. I don't happen to have ginger on hand, which is weird, but it's okay because I don't love ginger. So hopefully it won't make a huge difference. So let's do a tablespoon-ish of cinnamon, maybe 1/4 tablespoon of cloves. Again, I don't measure too carefully on this. And then just a skosh of nutmeg. Just tap that on. Tap. Perfect. All right. Actually, if you look here, it's already started to gel up on the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and give this one its stir. This is especially a thing if you are going to double your chia seeds. They are going to get very thick very fast. All right. Set that one to the side. Let's get these seasonings mixed up. Almost forgot the sweetener. That could have been disastrous. As they say, it's a disaster. So again, I use the sweet leaf on this one because I know I'm comfortable with sweet leaf, and I will get the best out of my first try of this. Powders can be a little more tricky to get mixed in. You got to give it some love. All right, time for the chia seeds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All righty. Get that one stirred up a little bit. And while I'm letting that sit, I'm going to go ahead and show you a finished product. It's not in a pretty little container, but this is something that I made a little while ago. It tends to keep for quite a while in the fridge, so that's another nice thing too. If you don't quite get to it right away, nice and thick. What is that? What is that? Is that the meringue test where you put it over your head upside down and that's how you decide if it's ready? Well, this guy's passed the test. So these are going to go in the fridge for a while. Obviously, they're thickening up. You could probably eat it right now if you wanted to. But overnight is generally optimal. And again, once it thickens up, it's going to stay quite a while in the fridge. By quite a while, I don't feel like I'm the authority to answer that because I don't pay much attention to food safety guidelines in what's expired. Should I have admitted that? I don't know. Anywho, another easy peasy lemon squeezy recipe for you to add to your index book. I hope you enjoy it, and join me next time for some more Canadian bacon.